Today's episode of the Farrell Podcast is brought to you today by Talbot's Tap Room and Terrace. Talbot's Tap Room and Terrace, 787 Mercer Grove City Road, Mercer, PA. Dining room hours are as follow: Monday and Tuesday closed, Wednesday and Thursday 12 to 9, Friday and Saturday 12 to 10, and Sunday 12 to 8. For reservations, please call 724 269 7687. That's Talbot's Tap Room and Terrace, 787 Mercer Grove City Road, Mercer, PA. Now let's start the show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to season 3, episode 7 of the Farrell Podcast. And I am the man, the leader of the Ballhead Nation. Yes, sir. I got another member up in this piece. The mayor, the landlord, Mort P. And to my left, I have my brother, my young family member.
Kevin Brodie.
Hey, this your man, DJ Rich Stacks, Big Back Master, the man with all the stacks. How y'all doing, fellas? How was your weekend?
Man, I had a good weekend. I had a good week. I forgot to mention last weekend I was blessed enough to travel out down to the improv, and I got a chance to see my man, a good Ordinary Jay. Very, very funny guy. He's still putting it on, still packing the club up. All of his shows were sold out the whole weekend. And he said Pittsburgh showed him so much love and have always through over the years. So, yeah, so just want to bring that back up and say I had a great time. But this past weekend, nothing much. Same shit, different toilet. Out there on the grind, going for mine, trying to collect my nickels and dimes. That's it, you know.
Feel that, fam?
Yeah, my weekend was good. My daughter had a basketball tournament down at State College. Um, they came in third place.
Okay.
They lost to a very
Congratulations.
good Laurel Hollins fifth grade basketball team, girls. Nice. Other than that, we just chill, relax. My mom was there. I had my youngest son with me. It was a good weekend. State College is beautiful. I like the area,
Mhm.
nice and clean.
Okay.
I can see myself doing some work down there, visiting often.
Oh yeah, speaking into existence, bro.
Oh,
For
oh, oh.
sure.
He was out there enjoying family time and also on a reconnaissance mission slash out there, potential scalping our business
It
prodigies.
just looks like money out there.
Oh yeah,
And I feel you, and I
Yeah,
feel you.
I like it
ain't nothing wrong with expanding.
for
Mm,
sure.
For real, for real.
not at all.
Well, my weekend, eh, only me, right? I'm gonna tell y'all something. When me and Mom work together, he always tell me slow down,
Slow as
slow
pro.
down,
Slow as pro.
slow as pro. He always tell me that. Me, I'm always hyperactive, bouncing around, trying to get the job done efficiently and in a timely manner. Well, the other night walking around, bladder ain't the same once you hit 50. Trust me. Had to use the restroom, coming around the corner, slip, fall, crack one of my knees, rolled the other one up under my big back body, and yeah, I tore my patella tendon. So yeah, my weekend was less than par, but you know what? Regardless of what, I'm still thankful to be here, man. For real, for real.
You did a whole
Through the pain.
banana split.
Yeah,
You
man.
banana. God dang.
How's legs go? How you say your legs went?
You know how y'all sit down? You remember how we used to sit down when we was kids? You fold your legs out to the side. Yeah, it's like that, man.
Damn.
Like I was breakdancing. You remember a turbo and ozone and picked him up off the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like that. Yeah,
Oh man, he had a
man,
double
folded.
kickstand.
Yeah, man. I had the double kickstand. You might be saying for it.
See, look at you, man. Look at you.
So for the most part, the rest of the weekend, I just chill, watch some good college basketball, watch some comedy shows. Fat Shout Bill Burr, one of the funniest dudes on TV, man. You got to check out his new special. It's called Drop Dead Age.
Mhm.
Good funny show. One of Dave Chappelle's homies.
And speaking of basketball, just want to give a shout out to both of the last two teams in Mercer County to unfortunately drop, the Sharon and fat shout out to Sharon Tigers, Coach Lou Brown and the squad, the cheerleaders, the parents, everyone that was involved in that journey and that great run that they had. And also fat shout out to the Kennedy Eaglettes. They had a great, great run. Fat shout out, super duper fat shout out, awesome, big, sensational fat shout out to Lakey Fields and her squad. Another phenomenal, sensational, blessed year. What was that? What 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's crazy.
More than 2,000 points and more than 1,000 rebounds.
For sure.
By the time she finished her great journey. But fast shout out to that young lady. Much continued blessings to her on her next journey and step to the next level at Robert Morris. Um, Blessings to the family and everybody involved and attached to them. May God continue to bless you guys abundantly daily.
Indeed.
That
For
was
sure.
great.
Yeah,
That was
you see
great.
how that how the last game before this last game how that was guarding?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
I seen that
Oh,
picture. That's crazy.
yeah, Kev. I seen that. I was like, I'm like, wow, but I get it. I get it. And
That was a
then
foul though.
yeah, it
That's a foul.
was. It was. They
Probably
was
fouled her every play.
double face guarding or trying to slow the tempo down, a la on West Middlesex type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
West Middlesex will slow a tempo down to play that game too. But yeah, I seen that, Kev. That was ridiculous. I'm like, wow. Yeah, that's when you know you's a bad girl. When they
Yeah.
doing stuff like that. And
Putting
the
in work.
coach was still complaining.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, how you still complaining? Y'all got the girl in the sandwich. Like, come on, make it make sense. Like, really? Like,
Y'all know.
man,
Y'all know. It's yeah. It's always a certain tax.
well,
Eh,
the more things change, the more they stay the
stay the
same.
same.
You
Indeed.
know what I'm saying? Fat shout out to my brother, young Richie Smith. Bubba, thank you for always
That's
tuning
y'all,
in to
bub.
the show each and every week. We greatly appreciate you all for all our Furrow Podcast subscription members, family members, we call y'all. We greatly appreciate you because here at the Furrow Podcast, we want to motivate, educate, inspire, and
And
entertain.
entertain.
Come on
Indeed.
now. That's right. And power to the people. When you see me, you
You
see
see you.
you. Because adults still need villages. We all need each other to keep this thing growing and pushing. And
Yeah,
the
bro.
furrows on the rise of great things. And speaking of, fat shout out to our mayor, Mayor Kim Dawes, who was recognized today. Uh, well, not only Kim Dawes, also our city manager Sean Anderson,
So
along with Erie, Meadville, Newcastle, and Aliquippa mayor and city manager, was all recognized by the House of Representatives and was on the PCN channel earlier today. And we have a few pictures of our beautiful mayor out there on the PCN channel. As you can see, she's being recognized. And here we have her in the House. And we also have a picture with her with Representative Miss Joanna McClinton right here, as you can see. So, fast shout out to the mayor and the city manager, Mr. Sean Anderson, and all the other mayors and city managers from Erie and Meadville, Newcastle, and Aliquippa that made the trip and was able to be recognized and be able to address their individual personal agendas for their city and the betterment of their community. So, fast shout out to that, and much love, especially to our representatives. Like I said, the mayor Kim Doss and our wonderful city manager Sean
Mr.
Anderson.
Sean Anderson. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Sure.
man. They
Yeah,
they
man.
they they doing a lot of good things for our community
Mm-hmm.
and continue to try to push the narrative and change things and uh have a lot of visible growth to our city to inspire the youth and let them see that you don't have to leave. But if you do leave, come back and
Mm-hmm.
invest into your city. You know what I mean? Into the place to help grow you so you can go somewhere else and be a better you.
Yeah, man. It's like Mr. Anderson and Mayor Doss, they're trying to start a cultural revolution in the city. You know what I'm saying? And they getting all this road work done. You got some people that might complain and say, well, they building roads where ain't no, they're building infrastructure. They're building the means to get more businesses and get more housing and stuff built in the city. So, like you said, bro, hats off and fat shout to them for all they doing for the city of Farrell. And that architecture down at the PA State building, bro, is dope. Like, been down there and seen the inside of the dome.
Hmm.
That masonry work, man, that's amazing. The work they be doing down there and that they did in the past. But have you ever been down there, Kev?
I've never been on it.
Got you. I always been a fan of architecture because architecture is art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I never been there myself either. Maybe a trick I might have to take. You know what I mean? They got any good food down that way?
Yeah, they got a few spots.
I knew you
What's that?
would. See, I baited you up.
Harrisburg.
Harrisburg.
Yeah, yes, sir. They got a good Italian restaurant right down the street, around the corner. Yeah.
A word.
For real? Yes,
Dig it.
sir.
Dig it. How about this good weather we've been having? I'm happy. Things are thawing out, and we get a chance to possibly get outside and plant a little garden,
Uh-huh.
do a little cleaning up in the yard or whatever. Uh, uh, hit a few people up, get the outside of your house cleaned up or something. You know what I mean?
Break that seasonal depression.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Get out and get some of
Mm.
that good sunlight. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the
Absolutely.
sun hit different.
Mm-hmm.
Heck, yeah. Get out and get some of that fresh air and spring yourself up with the spring and get to moving around. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Heck, shit. And they brought the brackets out. Who you
Yes, sir.
guys got for this March Madness coming up?
To be honest, I'm not a basketball guy.
Mm,
I don't really even start watching until March Madness, but I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna do my research, and I'm gonna find the underdog,
hmm
and I'm gonna just roll with one of the underdogs.
Well, I'm a
They said if
Kentucky
you
man.
betting, go for them underdogs.
Oh yeah.
Like a lot of, you just got to find the right game though.
Yeah, I like to rock with an underdog, and just roll from there.
Yeah, because wasn't the last year Creighton came out of nowhere and was like, wasn't they in the Final Four? Was that like 2 years ago?
I'm not sure. I don't know if it was last year or a couple years ago. There was another team from Florida or something. Forget the name of them.
Is that FMU?
Was it no? Was it FMU? I forget the name. Underdogs. They
Yeah.
but a team full of dogs. That's what I like to see.
Well, like we was talking pre-show earlier, and Rich brought up St.
St.
John's.
John's. That's what I'm going with.
That's probably a good underdog story because
Yeah.
it got a familiar
Right.
face with it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And if so, I would say them. Because it, it got an old Big East feel. Coach Patino was on the McAfee show earlier today, and they was talking about the old school Big East and everything. So, yeah, all sports love a good little storyline, a comeback, a redemption type of thing. So
And nostalgia.
I might have to
St.
ride with
John's,
them.
yeah, man.
Although ultimately, straight out, I'm a Kentucky guy. I got to go for Big Blue Nation first and foremost, but I might make that like my Cinderella story team for sure.
Naturally. The Tar Heels. I'm rooting for the Tar Heels. I don't even see how they got in there. Like I said previously, like it's beyond me. How did they get in the tournament?
Well, bro, that's uh, 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 a big market team, bro.
Yeah.
Now we can't act like year after year, some of these teams is going to automatically find a way into it. Now they're going to try to, make it seem like it's fair and it's by this or by that, but somehow, some way some of these teams they just have to just make a way to get them in there. Same thing like with the football playoffs.
Yeah,
Right.
true.
Yeah,
I did like
Sometimes it's the teams in the marketing.
they
Yeah.
know who's selling
yeah,
tickets.
and they in the ACC, so they the level of competition that they're playing compared to some of these other teams that win in their division. I don't know. Did they lose the ACC?
Yeah, I think a few times this year we had a disappointing season, bro. It was horrible this year for North Carolina. But you had teams like what was it, West Virginia, fam?
Yeah, yeah.
Had better records, and yeah,
I
And
gotta.
didn't get in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And even as a Tar Heels fan, I always try to side on what's righteous, and that wasn't a good move. I swore I said in
What
previous
seed are
episode
they?
we wasn't going to make it. What seed? I forgot the seeding because
Man,
I
me
was
too.
I
I
was
gotta
on the
slide back
altered
and
state of
check the story
consciousness.
out because I just seen like a little bit of it on the McAfee. And last night, when they was breaking it down, I seen a few of the analysts talking about well, geez, this and that about North Carolina, and a few other schools got slighted and this and that. So
Yeah,
I gotta fully, slide back and look at it and see what just happened. But I know immediately they threw that name out there, and they said it was some old fishy stuff about how
yeah.
they made it in C. So I was like, but that's North Carolina, a big school. They
And
know
then, like you said, they're gonna
they're
bring that
bringing their
fan
fans.
base.
Yeah, they bringing
Yeah,
their
that
fans,
fan
which is
base is
what
coming through.
ticket sales, and so yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, fam.
It's gonna be something. Shoot, what we shall see. Because once March come, anybody can get got
Right.
at any
Yeah, man.
time.
All it take, all it take is one team to meet a team that's having a bad day, and the seeding is out the door.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
And then what about this electricity? I just got a bill for $349, and that was a straight bill. Zero balance on the bill. It comes 349. I'm like, what in that? Like, yeah, it was just. Come on. I
That's,
think it got to be due
yeah,
to. I don't
it's
know.
leading right into my next subject. Trump. That's all a part of these tariffs, bro. Part of our power grid is not directly tied to Canada, but there's an overflow, and some of our power comes from Canada. So when you put a 25% tariff on a country and they retaliate,
Mm.
shit is gonna go up real quick, real quick. Or if there's a threat of a tariff, like the market is volatile right now, and everything is fluctuating and going up and down because of its indecisiveness with these tariffs.
It seemed like everything just so expensive and
Yeah, fam.
Yeah,
just spending.
yeah. And then, but by the time one or two things go up, and we get to, well, this is going up, and you look back, then they done drop something down just to try to quiet you down
Mm-hmm.
because ironically, now gas is going down a little bit. So I'm like, man, so they want us to pick and choose our cries when this is all just I don't understand it. But I know they need to
But
bring that electric down because
but
god damn it, I got that the electric, and I'm like, is this the gas bill or electric?
50.
yeah,
Yeah, for life.
yeah,
I was
for 1 month.
confused and hurt. Like what?
Bruh, but you kind of misspoke though, because doing my research, that's another topic. See, you just walking right into the trap down lane. Real gas prices spiked last week, man. They headed towards $4 a gallon in this area.
Just right back up,
They're right back
just
up.
like
So
that.
they gave you that illusion real quick to make it seem like the gas prices went down when everybody was talking about him and Trump. I mean Trump and Elon selling Teslas on the White House lawn. That one day it went down, bounced right back up 2 days later. So there ain't really no difference
More bounce to the
to the
ounce.
ounce, fam. And it seems like nobody's getting hurt that has over 8 digits in their pocket. They don't care about it.
Yeah. Dang, it's like on New Jack City and the rich get richer.
Richard. Yes, sir.
God dog. Speaking about getting richer, boy, did T. Higgins and Jamar Chase pick up, as a young buck say, a bag today
Yes, sir.
or yesterday. My gosh. And the three amigos ride again. Joe Burrows with his two pistols right on his hip. That offense about to be crazy again. With the young Chase Brown, they found a good running back who's a running gun running back to fit right in with him. He can pass block pretty good. People forgot about him. You know what I mean? But
I like his game.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So that offense is going to be prolific once again, high flying,
But
shootout, bang bang.
fam, is they going to tighten up that offensive line through the draft to protect Joe Burrow, which is their main investment. Like, cause that at best is sketchy on that left side.
We about to see.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do something with the left side of that
We about
offensive
to see in
line.
the draft. Kid, what you think, bro? But I mean,
Defense.
Yeah, they defense.
They
defense,
had they
Yeah,
they had all these
Wesley,
weapons last year.
defense
What they
Wesley.
do with it?
yeah,
But see, and then too, they was talking about a few of the analyst guys were saying that they had some draft picks, and but first things first, they were saying that they was telling people that they was going to secure both of the wide receivers and Hendrickson, assuring people. So if they can bring Henderson back too, they was thinking that only thing they had to do was get some corners because they had the defensive pressure with him, and I can't remember, but apparently they got some young bucks at defensive line that was helping Hendrickson out. So to them, they got the defensive line together, and they was about to draft some corners to help him out, which would
hmm
quickly assure the defense up, and I guess probably pick up a lineman somehow, some way, knowing them probably a veteran and during the draft. 'Cause when they draft and it's like trading guys, doing deals here and there. So it might be some willing and dealing going on with that.
You know what I don't like about the NFL sometimes is like I feel like everybody should. I feel like there should be a pay scale, just flat out. Everybody on the same pay scale.
Hmm.
Receivers get paid this, and then it bumps up for
performance.
you can get performance bonuses, but
Mhm.
then it rises on like age. You know how long you stay in one program. Because everybody, the one off season, the only thing people talked about was Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
It's like, for what? He got hurt in a game, giving
But
all
not
this
even
money.
not even the full series in, he was out.
It's just like,
That was bad.
and now this, and then T Higgins getting 110.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Joe
yeah.
Chase getting 160. You got two receivers. I mean, I feel you, and they deserve to eat, but I had them last year.
Man.
What
true.
y'all do with them?
And
Give them enough to eat, and so I don't like to get into all like the headlines and the clickbaits because like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
all right, y'all got they rich. We've been knew that.
facts.
Is they gonna win?
Right.
No,
Exactly.
no. Just like the Steelers. Like, all right, I ain't no Steelers fan. I don't have a team.
Mm-hmm.
I opt out of having a team. I might have grew up around a bunch of Steelers fans, but I decided as an adult opt out of having an NFL team to save
You made a
myself
wise decision. Yeah,
from stress, and I could just
yeah,
enjoy the game. You know what I'm saying? So I
true,
choose
true.
not to. So pick up this and that, like all the headlines. It's cool. I like to see the pieces move like that,
Yeah,
but I don't like to make it like, oh, now they're winning the Super Bowl because they're not.
Yeah, because as
They're
they
not.
say, the game still got to be played. You know what
yeah,
I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah, the game still got to be played.
And
They got to
teams
go out
had,
there and execute.
and these players been playing, and they all right.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then like that, another saying is, this is chess, not checkers.
Yeah.
Like you got another coach figured out your scheme from some film or footage you seen last year.
Especially
With
pitch.
the same weapons you got, they might figure out your whole system and shut you down consistently.
But how
Yeah,
Pittsburgh is going with this quarterback situation, I've been saying I'm about to probably take on that approach like you too. It's like, you know what? Because I'm already dang near on that because I play fantasy football a lot. So fantasy football got me really on to like all the games every
and
Sunday.
players.
And with that, I'm cheering for individuals each Sunday. So I
Mhm.
find myself on that already. Like, yeah, yeah, come on, yeah. So right now, let Pittsburgh play with my emotions one more time, or even this year. Matter of fact, let them do it this year.
They said
Let
that.
them get Aaron Rodgers or something. I'm done.
Yeah, they begging for him.
Man,
What y'all begging for him for?
I'm done. They begging for me.
I say a pre-show.
I'm
I say a pre-show.
I'm done.
If Steelers fans that was talking about they want Tomlin gone,
I'm done.
go ahead, hire Rodgers. Those fans will get their wish.
I'm
'Cause, yeah, either Tomlin going to quit
Kev, I ain't doing it.
or he going to
They're
get
gonna
fired.
do it.
I'm
Uh,
done, Kev.
my dad and my brother used to be crying and just yelling at the TV. Man, y'all look goofy because they don't. I'll be watching too. They don't. Y'all,
Kev, I
what
ain't
y'all
him no
expect?
more. I ain't him no more, Kev. Now I used to be like that like 10 years ago. No lie. You couldn't say nothing to me. Bro, I be ready to fight on
Yep.
Oh man,
on
Okay, call
Facebook.
him.
right.
Yeah,
And the
Call him.
Facebook,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just be laughing.
Yeah. Oh man, I'll be talking crazy to people if Pittsburgh lost and they say something to me on Facebook. Oh man, I'm going left field.
I used to tag him like, yo, the Steelers fans kind of quiet right now, man.
Oh,
Like my brother, they be having the little watch parties and they watch the games. Cause they all, well, my one brother's a Chiefs fan, but my other two are Steelers fans. They get together. They don't invite me. They know I'll be in there laughing, low
oh
key
yes.
hating, just instigating, just cause they take it so serious. They be like, get out. They be kicking me out. All right, it'd be funny to me.
Oh man.
I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut about football because the team I've been watching has been, what do they call it?
A
The
Ponzi
Stadium of
scheme.
Misery. It's the
Ponzi
Stadium of
scheme.
Misery and Broken Dreams.
You know who is it? You gotta say it.
Cleveland.
Damn,
Yeah, I'm going through rehab right now with the
Can't be
Browns.
wrong for making him say it.
you had to say it on the
Yeah, yeah,
mic.
yeah, he had to say it. He had to say it. He had to say it. Claim it.
That's why I'm hoping they don't grab my boy T Hunter, man. I don't want him to be in Cleveland miserable. He
Just
going
saying, man.
Hey,
Like
hey, hey,
they
Kev.
just extended Nick Chubb. This
When
dude
he
didn't
said what
got
he said, when he went to say Cleveland, that Biggie bar popped in my name in my head. It make my name taste like ass when you speak it. Ah ha
he
ha
didn't want to say it.
ah ha now. Because it tastes like ass when you speak it. Ah ha.
I think I might possibly take your approach too this year and just I'm doing because I've been watching these two do the fan duel and I had to watch it first to
Yeah.
get the hang of it.
Mhm.
I think
Too.
yeah, I'm about to be heavy on the fan duel
Stress
next year.
free. Imagine going through a
Yeah.
whole football season
Man,
with minimal stress. Now I can say I like Lamar Jackson.
that-
Yeah.
I
So
love
when
Lamar Jackson, bro.
so when they lost, I was slightly hurt, but it was
Mm,
very easy to like, all right,
Get over it. Okay,
you
yeah,
know,
we done.
yeah.
I'm not
Well,
really no fan, but
that's why when the Cleveland drafted this quarterback and we drafted Baker Mayfield.
Mm, mm.
Just saying.
Poor thing. Poor
I mean,
thing.
look at Baker now though.
Yeah, but yeah,
Got it.
shaking bake balls out a little bit now.
It might not be. It might not have been him.
True.
It might have been
The system, the coach.
you. Yeah, like when I go to Cleveland, it's like gray skies.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to play football there either. You know what I'm saying? It's just
It's
gray.
like gray skies.
This is different.
It's some in the air there. You like,
It's different a little bit. It's like all industrial smoke in the air.
yeah,
No,
true.
no hate to the team that I love or the city, but I always said this. I said I like the architecture in Pittsburgh more than I do in Cleveland. Cleveland seems dirtier than Pittsburgh, and that's just like a visual for me.
Bruh, and the people that go out and like hang out say just the opposite. Like,
Right.
man,
Like
as far
Cleveland
as
is
going out and hang
beautiful.
out, I'd
Yeah.
rather go and
I was the
hang
same
out in
way.
Cleveland.
Yeah,
It's more open and
Yeah.
you know, and Pittsburgh is more congested.
I was the
yeah.
same way. Like I like going to Pittsburgh more than Cleveland. But I went to Dave Chappelle.
Mm,
Was that last year? Damn, years just be flying anymore. I can't. But I think it was last year. I went to Dave Chappelle when he went out there, and it was cool. I went out afterwards, hit a couple bars. It was all right.
Yeah.
man.
But I always was like, I don't know, just a little different. I like Pittsburgh. I still like Pittsburgh over Cleveland a little bit. Maybe because I'm from PA, so I just have this.
That affinity for the city.
I just have something against Ohio. Ohio just, and we
Yeah.
so close to it. Just no
True.
disrespect, though. I got people everywhere.
And that's what I'm going to say because my pops lived in Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Before he passed, and that's one of the main reasons why I'm a Browns fan because he lived in Cleveland for a minute working in the mills, and I automatically assumed he was a Browns fan after he passed. Now he was a Cowboys fan.
You've been old
Thank
enough
God.
to make
th-
different decisions. And you
Thank
go,
God I
oh,
went
right.
with the Browns. That's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna say about that.
You and those
When
brownies.
the Browns seemed like for a minute though that they was like gonna have at
Improving.
least gonna have like one of those years,
Yeah,
and they just can never. They just can't do it.
they can't get over the hump. It's the mistake on the leg, man.
Whoever's in that office, I don't think they really want to.
I think it's the owners,
I don't think they really want to.
D and Jim Haslam. Like, yeah, I think they're just using the fans, and it is a Ponzi scheme. My man KB was right.
Yeah, they back there gambling.
Yeah.
All the loss, capitalizing after all these years.
Disappointed in
No,
Miles, man. Like, I really thought he was gonna make a stand, stand up. I wanted him to lead the team.
He did make a stand. He made a stand and
Got that
stand
money.
on up and went right to the bank. Yes, he did.
Yes,
Oh yeah, he stood up and went right to the bank, bruh.
my money.
Yeah. Fat shout out to my boy Reg Davis. Much love, Reg. You know, thank you for always tuning in, brother. We greatly appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. And matter of fact, let me give some appreciation to these people. But first off, let me announce special segment alert. A minute with Mark P.
It's a minute with Marty.
Yes, sir. And this week's minute with Mark P is brought to you by one of our great sponsors, my man.
Kevin Brodie here with Kevin Brodie Services. We offer interior, exterior, residential, light commercial painting. We offer exterior pressure washing. We do floors, LVT, LVP. We do ceramic tile. We do light remodels. Give us a call. You can reach us 330-556-3972. You can also find us at kevinbrodieservices.com. You can email me at kevinbrodieservices@gmail.com. um, thank you.
Yes, sir. That's right. That's right. So hit up our brother, Kevin Brodie Services, for all your interior and exterior house needs. A man out there doing great things in the community, always employ the young men. Yeah, it's a great business. Licensed, bonded, insured, and service. That's right. Just to let y'all know, it's all legit. So quit. He like MC Hammer. He too legit, but he ain't gonna quit. Ah,
Can't quit.
yes, sir. Can't stop, won't stop. And this week's first bulletin minute with Mont P is the Many Shades of Women Luncheon, put on, brought to you by Pastor Tiffany Holden. And she's going to have a phenomenal panel of women. And the women are Miss Tamika Ross, Miss Danielle Richardson Wilder, Miss Lanice Murphy Thomas, Miss Shelley Doris, and Miss Whitney McCoy. That'll be March 29th from 12 to 3. Performances by Rhythm of Voices, Shades by Queen Tiffany, Queen Boss Tiffany. The event will be put on at the Avalon Country Club, the Buell Farm Ballroom, and that'll be in Hermitage. The price is 50 per person. The attire is many shades of brown and cream. So reach out to the committee as we have it posted onto our Farrell Family Podcast page. Reach out to them, get your tickets, and go support a phenomenal, sensational event put on by great people. And the next up, we have Pace down to Juneteenth this year. Hit up the Juneteenth committee, all vendors, so you can be part of the great day and have some fun in the sun with a nationally known artist who's going to come down there and just had a whole Juneteenth stadium. That's right, stadium, because we doing a rededication May 23rd down there at Veteran Square. They're doing an amphitheater down there. So it's going to be a nice, beautiful amphitheater stage. So make sure you guys come on out and support and have a great community event, good old time. Be with your peoples, you and your peoples. It's a family event, it's a family affair. That's Saturday, June 14th. Save the date to come see Case and also come down there, get some food, play some games. It's going to be art, great DJ. It's going to be a parade. Come down there to our great community event, have a good time. And also, we have Night at the Races is put on by the Furrow Football Boosters. Night at the Races. Admission is $10. Horses are 20. Jockeys are 10. You can even buy a horse. Doors open at 5 and the race starts at 6 o'clock. You can bid on the horse and have a chance to win money. They're also going to have a basket raffle, a wine table raffle, a silent Chinese auction as well. So hit up one of many people, Coach Ambug, Peach, hit one of those people up, and or anyone on the Federal Football Booster Committee to make your contribution to a great committee and a great event that supports our federal youth sports. So make sure you reach out and do your due diligence to hit up these events because they support our community, and it takes a community to raise a community. Each one look out for each other, y'all.
Yes, sir.
All we got is us.
Show though.
Yeah, that case gonna be fire.
Yeah, man. Case is gonna be off. I
Yeah, I
can't
know
wait.
this Juneteenth is about to be real nice. Real nice.
Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, then we got what's the name coming up? The Federal Festival in
Yes, sir.
August. So we got to see what's going on with that there. And hey, reach out to us. If you see me in the streets, reach out to me and let me know who you think would be a good artist to come out for the Federal Festival. Hip hop, R&B, someone in the 90s, early 2000. Hit me up. I got a few names dropped on me. Maybe Jagged Edge. My man Kev said Fantasia. Hey, if you can think of anything, hit us up, inbox me, hit me up on my personal line. Start me in the streets if you see me. Hit up my son, hit up Rich, hit up one of us. Let us
So,
know what you think. Uh we keep an open mind. Any and every submission for a thoughtful artist would be greatly appreciated, and we thank you. That's right. Hey, Reg, yo, fellas, have Kev hit me up for a small project. Well,
oh,
for all that, that's gonna be a communication fee.
yeah,
So, Reg, you hit me up for that communication fee for communicating that to Kev. You see what I'm saying? You see how that worked out there? Anyways,
hey fam, you just
Kevin,
passed the word off already. You ain't got to worry about that 5% fee.
Kevin,
Five
hit up
percent, 10%.
Reg, man.
Yeah,
And
for
Reg,
sure.
hit up my inbox with my cha-ching, like JJ say. Cha-ching it
Cha-ching.
while you're playing, while you're food stamping. Mm, yes, sir. And Rich, you ain't got no new music for me?
No, I just want to take the time out to say that it is almost that time of the year. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're going into graduation season. And I'm going to do a shameless plug right now. Don't usually do it, but with the condition of my legs, going to need some help. Yeah, we got graduation season, open house season coming up. And I do want to let it be known that you can get in contact with me at rich.hughes560 at gmail.com. Get your dates in to me now as soon as possible. If you get in contact with me before the end of April, I will waive the security deposit. Security deposit is 1/4 of what I'm getting paid, and the hours range from a buck 25 an hour, depending on occasions. Like I said, you can hit me up at rich.hughes560 at gmail.com.
Yeah, and Reg, we are going to get Vinny to come to
Oh, yeah,
one of these
definitely.
great events and perform him in a franchise band. Of course,
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
definitely.
Actually, we're going to be reaching out to multiple DJs, and multiple bands, yeah, multiple people because once again, um, the Farrell Podcast have been tasked with bringing in the entertainment for these outside and indoor events, so we've been blessed and tasked with the duty of doing that. So yours truly will be working closely, of course, also still taking feedback from our community family
Yep.
members as to who you guys would like to see and hear at these events. So please, please, please help us help you, and any and everything is possible once we pull together and work together. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So, and now for one of the best parts and segment of the show, our interview segment. And here we have today our young brother who's been in business for himself for 4 going on 5 years. In 5 years, we speak into existence. We already into the fifth. 5 years of strong work. Seeing this young brother, just start with the packet of seeds. And he took that packet of seeds and once he planted, my, how it has begun to grow and still growing into a very fruitful, resourceful business. He went from indoor and outdoor or outdoor to indoor, exterior, exterior, home improvements, quality through trials and tribulations. Also was a standout athlete, model student, great father, and coach, successful in everything he touched and continues to touch. A very blessed young man to be a blessing to our community. And, you know, if leading by example was a person, then who could we ask for a better person to lead by example who's shown much growth in life? So today, we'd like to welcome and give it up and give his flowers and blessings to our young brother, this young black man, Kevin Brodie. Give it up for Kevin Brodie today on the show. And thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Greatly appreciate you for taking time out your busy schedule to come on so we can rep you, give you your flowers and
For sure.
build with you.
Appreciate y'all having me.
Mm.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you for coming on, bro.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm from
Always
Farrell,
represent
man.
the
I'm
excellence of
Farrell.
Furrow. Yes, sir.
Farrell Podcast. I don't live in Farrell now, but I'll always be blue and gold, man.
Yeah,
For sure.
Blue and gold to the heart, fam.
Yeah.
Yes,
Action.
sir.
yeah. Actually, no matter where we go, with Furrow's always in our hearts. We take Furrow with us everywhere we go, and people can see it on us.
Yeah. And when every when I was like I lived in Virginia, or when I was at school, I went to
Mm,
school in Lancaster, or when I went to school in New York,
mm.
and just the way I represented for Farrell, people wanted to come to Farrell. They want to know what Farrell like. Like it's one of those places that is just you hold on to it so strong,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
wear it so strong. It's like I want to. Where you from? I want to see what that's like
Absolutely, man.
for sure.
The city that tells the story for you, fam. They see it on you for sure. Um, you were a standout football player in all sports. True story. When I was working up there at the high school, I used to volunteer to do the high school home games and clean. Me and my uncle Lawrence, God rest, we used to clean the large side, home side by ourselves
Yeah.
just to go watch y'all play football, fam. Like, um, could you tell us what were some of the things that you learned being a standout athlete from Farrell, especially from Coach J?
Coach Jared, that's my guy for life.
Yes, sir.
He coached me from sixth grade basketball. That's how we started. He was my
Mm.
sixth grade basketball coach, and he moved up with us every year: sixth grade, seventh grade basketball, eighth grade basketball. Then when we were going into our ninth grade year, that's when he got the coaching job.
Yes, sir.
So we've been rocking with Jared. I learned so much, like football, sports in general. Is just it just teach you so much about life. Like you get up there, and you could wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and be on that field, ready to hit somebody, ready to run and throw up and sweat and be hurting while you're doing it. You could do anything. That's one thing I learned about playing football. Was like you could pick if you could have the discipline and the sacrifice to go through that, and you could do anything. So sports and playing sports is more than just the sport itself. It's life. That's all. That's one thing I always remember. Like we used to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning on that field,
Damn, man.
ready to go, ready to hurt, and
Mhm.
you can do whatever you want to do.
And then the 2 days y'all was going through, woo.
And
Oh
our
my
two
goodness.
days, and our 2 days is real. They don't do it
Yeah,
like they
man, they
don't
don't
do
do
it no
that no
more.
more.
Nah, they do like a half a practice, like two half practice.
I felt like the coach on Rocky, like when he was in it. Get out of there, kid. He's murdering you. Like, fam, they would they put y'all through the trenches, but it
Man,
produced such a strong work ethic.
yeah,
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
sure. And Jared himself personally, like he was like like a father figure to us. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like the unconditioned that of love that he showed us.
yes,
Cause I
sir.
know dealing with me when I was a teenager, shit, I know it wasn't easy. And I know there was times he probably really wanted to put his hands on me. And back then I thought that I could handle that, you know what I'm saying? But he always showed me the same love. We get over it, we talk about it. Yeah, I was a handful, but I just want to say I appreciate you, coach. You know, you already know. Love you for life. And yeah,
Dopeness, man.
real football, yeah.
That's a testament to your legacy too,
Uh,
because you teaching that from pre-show. You said you was coaching up your youngin.
yeah,
Yeah, man. That's very important. That's very crucial to pass on what you learned from such a legend and pass it on to future generations. Like you said, it's not just sports, it's all about life.
for sure.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of Coach Jared, he was on the episode last season, the one season, and you called in.
Yep,
Yep.
yep.
You was on the show.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah.
got
Was
bail from
dope.
work. Yeah, I had to,
That was
that's
one of
my
our most
dog for
watched
real.
episodes.
That was my boy for real. Like he
Oh
really
yeah.
coached. Like he's really coached us. He really showed us so much love. And I know from coaching, ain't no money in that. You ain't getting paid for real. Like not in
Not in
and
dollars.
then yeah, $9. But as far as like, and then sometimes you gotta come out your own pocket
Yeah.
for the kid.
Yeah,
So many times, and he came out. So when I was coaching, like I got a feel for it. Like this is what and then it's stressful, and then takes away from your family and your wife. So yeah, so I respect all the coaches who sacrifice, but then I have a little more respect for the coaches that sacrifice and did right by the kids as well. So
For sure. For sure, fam.
yeah, yeah. So basically, and so when you started coaching, how did that translate over for you when you started coaching? And yeah, the youth.
so I'm just a natural born competitor.
Uh huh.
Period. Um, so when the opportunity came for me to coach the midgets, I think it was Amp. I think Amp asked me. I might have asked him. I don't know, but I had just moved back for
Hmm.
real. I was in Virginia for 2 years, and I came back. So like when I went up there, I didn't know none of the kids for real. I might have knew them like from their family or whatever, but I didn't know
Oh,
their skill level, what they
Right.
did, or how they played football. So it was like starting from scratch, brand new. But I'm just a competitor, and I'm very good at like analyzing kids and seeing like what they can
Mhm.
bring to the table. And
Mhm.
so it was just very natural for me, honestly. Coaching just comes natural for me, and
Heck yeah.
pushing kids to be the best they could be. I got a message from one of my kids' parents the other day. He down in Virginia now playing starting quarterback as a freshman.
That's what's up.
And when he came to me day one. My boy X, and that was like that's my boy. But he came to me day one, and he was like, "I'm starting quarterback," because I didn't know who was who, what was what. Because I'm starting quarterback, and we gonna win the championship. So, and I believed him.
Mhm.
He said nobody else believed in him before. So like his mom messaged me like, "Thanks for believing in my son. Ever since you was the first person to work with him, first person to believe in him, and he just took off from there. Now he got D1 offers, and he's starting quarterback as a freshman. I mean,
That's
it
what's
ain't
up.
because of me. I just knew it. You know what I'm saying? It was all him. I just believed it.
Actually, but you help tap into
Yeah,
that and
yeah. Let's tap in.
motivate.
What you
Yeah.
say? You started. All right, let's do
Let's
it then.
go.
Let's do it then. Let's get it. And even in like in some of our games, where like I really had to. He was 12. And I really was looking in his eyes and asking him like, "Can you do it?" And he would look back in my eyes. Yeah, I got it. All right, let's do it then.
And that confidence, you can't teach that. You
Mm-mm.
can draw it out of people,
Right.
No,
but you got to be born with that.
And
Um,
welcome back. Welcome back because I see you back
yeah.
on the staff this year for the midgets and all that stuff.
they said that.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
What?
I don't think I could do it no more.
I done broke the news and you done broke the news right
I'm
back with
sorry,
me.
man. I'm sorry. They ain't asked me.
Oh
They just put
gosh.
me on the.
Damn, I just broke the news to him. Wow.
Yeah,
And you heard it here at the Farrell Podcast. See, I'm like the black Adam Schefter, the black bald headed fool Adam Schefter.
it's all good. Look, I've coached 1 year, won a championship. I would love to coach again. I just can't do it under any circumstances. You know what I'm saying? So there would have to be some real conversation to be had because it didn't end well up there for me. Uh, so there would have to be some real sit down, some real grown up conversations to be had first, and get everything in order for me to make that sacrifice again.
Understandably
Yeah, for
so.
sure.
Gotcha.
It's
Understandably
all
so.
love with everybody up there.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yes,
all
sir.
love. At the end of the day, we just got a lot on my plate. I got my own kids.
Heck shit,
Yeah,
heck shit. Right now, at this point in life, you've accumulated and got so much invested into the business, and you know, a couple newer children from last time you coached. I
yeah,
understand, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's that
one
one thing you can't get back. It's time.
right.
absolutely,
Time
man.
is, I'm starting to realize that now at the age of 50. Like, there's some shit I should have let go a long time ago and let it go. Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and speaking about business, what inspires you to start the Kevin Brodie Services in home improvement and lawn care industry?
I never really was like a good employee. You know what I'm saying? I've always been like a hothead, a little. You can't talk to me that way, sir.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So after being fired from multiple jobs or quitting multiple jobs, um, I actually what really popped it off for me. I was in Virginia, like I was saying. My daughter was down there living with me, and
Mhm.
I used to have to take her to daycare and pick her up, and I was on a strict schedule with that. And I was working the job, and I was working. They had me on the second shift, like 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. And I went in there, and they had a morning shift, like a 6 a.m. to 2, which would have worked perfect. I could have dropped her off at daycare, worked, got off, picked her up from daycare, went home, did it doing back, But so I asked my supervisor, and I was like, my daughter living with me. I need to change my shifts. It's not working for me. I was having to get a babysitter for after work, so I just
Right.
wasn't seeing her for real.
Dang.
So he was like, "Well, it looks like you need to get a new job."
Oh,
I was like, "All right."
I don't like
And he was a
dog.
black dude too. He
An
was he was all
asshole.
right. He was an asshole though.
Damn.
But this is how like having a job feels to me.
Yeah.
It's like I can't be on nobody's time. I didn't have jobs that I liked, and I just can't do like just be on nobody's time. So at that time, I had a little bit of money saved up, right, like 3 grand, I think maybe. Probably spent like two on got a little wooden trailer, a couple lawnmowers. This is where I started for real. So when I first started working by myself,
Mm.
got a couple lawnmowers, weed whacker, damn a leaf blower,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
and I started making signs, and I just went from there. I was out on the highway with the sign, so I took off down there cutting grass for real, and it was just booming all day. But then I came back here and I started cutting grass still, and I would still get like all that jobs and stuff. I did some wraparound in, and I did work some home health care here and there, but I was always doing my work on the side, like trying to build it on the side. And I mean, when I started painting, somebody asked me if I could paint their porch or something. I was like, yeah, I could do that. And then I did it. I like painting though, and then I seen that the profit margins is a little bit better over on that side. And the
Dang.
Cutting
startup costs.
grass.
Yeah, cutting grass is cool, but you gotta cut 12. You gotta go to 12 different houses in one day to make.
So you eliminated that
Money
part
back, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
of the business.
Tore my truck up. My engine failed.
Oh,
So the
damn.
truck I had when I was cutting grass, it died after like 2 years. And I used to have 12 places on one day. So I'm just riding. And then in Virginia, like you gotta get on the highway to go. So like you going from so this yard might be here, the other yard might be 45 minutes away, but I'm getting there. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right,
But
right.
so yeah, so that wasn't I don't like that aspect of it. And then you gotta, like I said, you cut 10 yards, you charging $40, $50, you're gonna make $400, $500 a day. You could paint a room for 1,000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
heck
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm like, all right. So it just made a little bit more sense.
Side. You know what I mean?
I do outside too. I don't mind doing outside, but
Right, right,
same
right,
thing.
right.
Like you could do the way you break it down, you might make, eight, seven, $800 a day for 4 days on a project or something. You know what I'm saying? And it just makes a little bit more sense. You're only going to one house
Yeah.
4 or 5 days. You know what I'm saying? Or for 2 days, or then you're going to one more house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Cutting
yeah.
grass is cool, but like it's a lot of running. And if you don't got like commercial contracts where like it's steady, it really ain't to me.
Worth it.
Not to me.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I can dig it.
What's your favorite type of project doing lawn care?
I don't like doing lawn
You
care.
don't like doing lawn care?
Nope. I got like I found out also that I'm like a very allergic to like poison oak,
Oh man.
poison ivy and stuff.
Uh,
So like I just one summer I had poison ivy the whole summer. I was like, nah, I'm cool.
yeah, that would
So
have changed.
I don't do lawn care and stuff anymore.
Got you.
Really. I'm just strictly painting floors.
Rehabbing.
I do remodels. Yeah, yeah, painting floors, pressure washing. I'm starting to get into like the epoxy field a little bit, starting to do some epoxy. The route I'm trying to go is like light commercial or like new builds and stuff.
Okay.
Straight like dealing with contractors and like businesses, other businesses rather than just individuals itself. You know.
So when you transition from that lawn care to painting and stuff, how did you build trust with your first client to earn the reputation as a premier service provider and be, sought out and requested as a
Honestly,
painter like
starting
that?
out, it don't even be about trust. Honestly, you be cheap. So you you start out cheap. They ain't trying to spend no money, so you start out cheap, and
The
then
word get around.
and you do a good job, and they be like, all right, he's cheap and he does good work and he cares and he's gonna stay all night until it gets done and he's gonna clean up when he's done and he's gonna talk to you respectfully
Okay, yeah.
and they're not smoking weed in the house and like
That's,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, it goes a long
Totally
way.
professional.
Yeah.
We try to be. I mean, we had some, I had some mishaps, some trials and stuff, but for the most part, yeah, we just try to be as professional as possible.
Yes, sir.
And then I seen you got a couple of young guys on your crew and everything. Fast shout out to you, man.
Yep.
Much love, and may God continue to bless you to do that because that's important. You know what I mean? Because you are showing the young men, hey, this is a hustle too.
Right,
You don't, rapping ain't the only way. Selling drugs ain't the only way.
right,
You might not be able to be Facebook famous and get paid like that.
Yeah.
right,
Or you can do all that, and you can
right,
add this to it too. You know what I mean? So fast shout out to you for
for sure.
being something that they can see and being able to know they can do because you bringing them right to it and
Yeah,
teaching them another trade.
and like for real, like I know there's. I'm not. I'm one of many, especially around here. We got a lot of people that's talented at like doing this stuff, like and that work hard and that learn houses. But a lot of us is just learning. That's
Uh-huh.
why I be trying. Like we just learn on the fly. Like people like, oh, how'd you get started or how'd you know how to do that? Like honestly, I fucked up a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? I went in there and I was cheap, so I had a little bit of wiggle room. Of like, but then you gotta fuck up to learn. Like,
Mhm.
you learn it. I was telling like you gotta you gotta you gotta miss the nail and bang your thumb with the hammer
Mhm.
sometimes to learn how to
Yeah.
start driving that nail in. Like, you gotta just go through it. So that's one thing that I be trying to get the youth and the younger kids to understand. Like, you're not gonna know how to do everything.
Yeah.
You can't be scared to try though.
Yeah.
You might fail. You
Right.
might try. You might start something and it might not go the way. But like, all right, cool. Well, we're gonna try something else then.
Yeah. Because all true success comes from failure. Like the most successful people on the face of the earth failed the most.
For sure, you gotta fail. Like, and being a business owner and like having your own business doesn't mean that you just about to be rich either. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Like, you might just replace an income. Like I'm not rich or anything like that. I make decent money, but really, I'm just replacing. I'm just doing what a job could do for me. A good job could do for me. I'm just doing it on my own.
yeah.
You
And
know what
then
I'm
you're not
saying?
sacrificing as much as your time from your family, which is
Right.
the most
And
important
if I
thing.
want to, and if I want to be at my daughter's game at 5 o'clock, I ain't
Exactly.
gotta
You the
ask
most.
nobody.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And that's more important. You know, that's
Yeah.
that's very important to me. Yeah, we need the money. It's gonna come. I'm not nowhere near where I want to be,
Mhm.
but I replaced what a good job could do for me, and I just did it on my own. So that's what keeps me going and pushing, and you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
And we all can do it.
For sure, fam. Always got the saying I love that Dame Dash said, I do it for the last name, not for the first. You
Facts.
got a historic last name, fam.
Yeah.
That name is historic. Where do you see Brody in the next 5 years? Your company.
Um, 10 employees. Um, a
Let's go.
big warehouse office, a real office. Right now, my office is like a big shed. I bought a shed and I
Mhm.
like made one side the office and
Oh,
one
that's what's
side of
up, man.
storage. So like, I got a little spot right now, but like from there, I want like a real storage warehouse where I could go in there and spray cabinets or whatever. Um, 10, 12 employees. Um, it don't matter race, color, where you from, nothing like that. We are drug free business though, so 10, 12 employees. Um, a fleet of vans, maybe like 4 vans, maybe like 3 or 4 trucks, all wrapped with my logo and stuff on it. Me not on my hands and knees no more.
You having other people
Yeah,
do the
yeah,
work
yeah,
at
yeah,
your skill level.
yeah, 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 and they
Yeah.
gotta
Be
get
what they
good.
call on the construction site
Yep. Foreman.
white hat.
Yeah.
Right. Or I might even have, or one of my employees might be the white hat, and
Yeah.
I might just be, down here working this deal out over here.
Right.
That's what
Right.
I want for me,
Right.
and that's where we're headed. That's where because
That's
I'm
up, man.
already getting connected with some good people, and I just got to keep making these connections and
That's what's
start
up,
putting the
fam.
dots.
Yes, sir.
It's already in motion,
Oh, yeah.
but I'm still doing a lot of work, and I'm still young. I'm blessed to be able to do it, but I don't want to. When I'm 40, I want to chill.
Chill out. Yeah.
Right.
You don't want to be walking with two torn meniscus, is it?
Nah, I don't want. Like I told you,
That comes from working
I
multiple jobs.
stepped on the nail like a month ago, 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I was limping for a week. I was like, and it was like that pain, that nerve pain, that where you just clenching your jaw,
Mm.
and I hate that. I'm cool.
Matter of fact, when this happened, I grinded my teeth so hard I knocked my filling out my
Yeah,
teeth.
yeah, yeah. It do that. It hurts so bad. Like that's what poison ivy does to me. That's why I
Oh,
stopped.
God dang.
It's so like it just hits your nerves on the
Man.
inside, and I don't like it.
yeah, and that's crazy. They say some people ain't allergic to poison. I thought everybody was allergic to poison ivy.
Man, I had poison oak last year from I was in Virginia for a funeral, and the gravesite they had a poison oak tree. They didn't tell nobody there's just a
Mm.
poison oak tree here. I'm picking leaves off of it.
Mhm.
I'm just just diddling around, just
Yeah,
grabbing leaves.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was because I didn't even know what it looked like. I'm picking leaves off of it. I go back to my Airbnb. I eat some food. I'm rubbing my face. I go to the bathroom.
Mm.
Man, it was so like the next day I drove home, my face itching my face. 8 hours. Damn, my face itching. Then I get home, woke up the next day, eyes
swole shut.
private part. I'm like, no way. What's
Mm.
going on? Went to the hospital. They gave me the
Severe allergy.
Yeah,
You
that's
gotta
why
have.
I can't be out. I can't cut grass and stuff no more because I kept running into. And I wasn't just cutting grass towards the end. I was doing a lot of landscaping.
Yeah.
I was taking trees out and moving bushes, and so I was getting it a lot.
Damn.
I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, well, sometimes the Lord guides you in a different way and make it more profitable for you at the same time.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Actually, and speaking about the Lord brings blessings to us all. And when I asked him earlier about in the booth for Rich Stacks, he didn't have anything, but I got something, and you know where I'm going when I lined
Let's
that
go.
all up. Music, Trip. You
Trip.
know, yeah,
Yes, sir.
that's right, that's right. We talked to Kevin Brodie earlier.
For
Right.
sure.
That's. I'm not gonna say that interview is over. Segue into the Trip interview. The Trip interview. Uh, my
So
bad. I didn't got away from the mic.
so
The Trip interview.
I think if I do make music again, I don't think it'll be Trip.
Oh shoot.
You know, I think Trip is done. It was that alter ego guy
Hmm.
Mhm.
that came out when Kevin couldn't, and Trip comes with a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's the anger. That's the violent. That's the confidence. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely confident, but I don't want to. I want to be real. I want to be genuine. You know what I'm saying? So when I do come out, I might just come out as Kevin Brodie. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh. Okay.
Kevin B, Kev. I don't know.
Yeah.
It might just be something a little bit more chill.
I already know it's gonna be bars though, fam. Because
'Cause
we was talking pre-show. We like you got
always
you
have
got some
been.
bars, man.
Always have been. And for those that's not aware of my family's music, um, you can check him out on any music media site with Trip and featured also with Chase Green. But if you just can't get to it, I'm like the mindset of music is something like similarities of because he is in the lane of his own. He's comparable to none, but just a similarity I can say of something like of a Tory Lane, something kind of like that, because the harmonies and bars mixed together, and then that's all I can give
Flawless.
you. You know what I mean? Because like I said, he really uncomparable. So I'm not going to even do that, insult him like that, because he on a whole nother level. This is like originality
One
right
on one.
here for real. So,
I
but
feel like
just a
once
similarity.
I feel like once I create that freedom for myself financially and time wise, you know, cause I still love it. I still, but my mindset lately has just been I just gotta secure the bag and
Okay.
uh and then maybe, you know, might drop 10 songs or something and just
Ooh.
and just
Do an EP.
just do a little slight EP, 10 songs, some good music. You know, I got a lot to talk about and get my feelings out there. You know, I might cry
Hmm.
on the track one time and then mic drop.
And then
Oh.
that's it.
That'll be it.
But you
Yeah.
know Jay. Jay's one of my favorite MCs. He did the Fade to Black album, then he came back. So there's always wiggle room. You
I never dropped anything though. I've never dropped a
a
project.
whole solo project.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
When your body of work speaks for
Just some
itself.
features. Yeah, and
Right.
and,
I've
and,
been
and
just
that's
I was just doing it because, we just grew up doing it. We just grew up rapping, freestyling on the table, making the beats.
mm,
And I just, I like to sing more than I like to rap, honestly. But yeah, it's not nothing that I'd really like desire. Like, when we were doing it, everybody around me might have wanted to really, you know, be rappers and rap
Mhm.
stars. I never really desired that.
mhm.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
I just wanted to be the producer and the hype man at times. That's
yeah,
it. That's all I wanted to do. Be behind the scenes. They make the most money.
We were just
for
lucky
sure.
to hear you, man. You blessed our earlobes and our souls with
Yes,
that
sir.
just beautiful music, man. So we greatly appreciate you. And also, let me show you something else that we greatly appreciate you with the token that we like to do here on the Farrell Podcast. Got something for you, family.
My God.
One of my favorite plays, by the way, was the 80-yard punt return. Like
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite plays.
Sharon, that was against Sharon Tigers.
Yes, sir. Let's go Pharaoh High.
This guy got plenty. I can't. You got plenty of plays for me
Oh yeah.
on the Friday Night Lights. I done seen you get busy and guys thought they had you and just had air and grass and everything. Plenty.
How you know I drink wine?
Oh, man.
That's crazy.
He's a
You
little
seem like a smooth
all the
brother.
keys.
You know what I mean?
You got all the kids.
Yeah, no, seriously, he do good.
Funny.
Uh,
Definitely drink wine though, for sure.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's funny.
We asked our guest host a question towards the end of the show, and if you had some words of advice to go back, if you had a time machine to go back and talk to your 16-year-old self, what would be some of the words of advice you would give yourself?
I would tell my 16-year-old self to believe in himself.
Uh-huh.
And that was one thing that I really I don't when I think back on my life and especially like with football and stuff like that, or music or whatever,
Uh-huh.
I didn't really believe. I knew I was good, but there wasn't like I knew that I wasn't going to the NFL. But then once I got to college and I was late and I was like been around people that did go to the NFL and played against people that were on that next level and uh compare myself and whatever. And I didn't know until I was like 25. I was like, damn, I could have.
Actually,
Yeah,
yeah,
had I just believed or wanted it. I don't know if I didn't believe or if I just didn't want it that bad. But believe in yourself, um, and just chill out. Chill out.
look at that.
Chill out.
But regardless of who or what your work ethic, and where you got yourself in this state of life right now, you your own boss, man. And I've been seeking and striving for that for the longest. And with this platform, we eventually becoming our own bosses, and that's a testament and dedication from cats from Farrell.
For
Like
sure.
that's a testament to the city, the education system we grew up in, and the
Mhm.
coaches that we had the pleasure to have guide us through life as men. Facts. And we just want to take our hats off to you for what you're doing and passing on to the next generation. Because we used to go to the OGs like Uncle Randy.
Mm.
We need work done. He'd be
Yeah.
there, or Marmont. We go to Marmont to get
Yeah.
work done. You representing that generation for your
Right.
generation.
Right.
Right.
So you're gonna have the youngest looking at you for home improvements and stuff. And I think that's dope, man. For real, for
Yeah.
real.
Another one of my goals. Me and my uncle's talking about it. Like just having we need like a vocational type building or something in our community to where our kids are learning how to swing a
Basic trades.
hammer
Yeah.
and run a drill and plumb a sink.
Uh-huh.
Laying this floor ain't hard for,
Yeah.
but it's like if you never did it, you got to do it a couple times and you be like, oh, this it's not hard. Painting a wall ain't hard. Like
Mhm.
fixing some drywall, it's not really hard. We just don't do it. And we don't learn it either. Cause like
Yeah.
I didn't even know how to damn snake a toilet or fix the sink if it got when growing up. I didn't know how to do anything. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until started putting myself in those situations around those people, and then I'm like, all right, we could do it. So I was thinking, so I did have an idea like we need something so our kids are just learning how to do this stuff because in other communities, so, they're 9, 10, 11 years old, they're growing up around it.
Yeah.
So by the time they hit 20 years old, they're like damn not master carpenters, but they're carpenters
Mm-hmm.
and they know how to do this. So now, because like I'm 32 and I'm behind, I'm meeting people that's 25, 26, and they're master carpenters. And I'm like, damn, I'm still learning how to do this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like if we just had that, because I was late, I played football till I was 24,
Uh-huh.
25. I didn't leave college till I was 26. So
Well, Kev, do they still have Votech out in Mercer when you was in school?
they did.
Okay.
And go do it because we ain't want to do that.
Right.
Mm-mm.
It wasn't cool to us.
Yeah.
We were saying like, "Oh man, only the white burnouts go out there," and it wasn't cool, and a lot of us didn't go, not knowing that was a fast track to a productive life and not having to
Exactly.
go to school.
And the same people we was calling burnouts, they got their own businesses
You
right
gonna
Right.
now.
get in
Like
that?
them, they was just
Yeah.
Another thing, like Thaddeus Stevens out in Lancaster, it's
uh-huh.
free. It's free to all in-state students.
Wow.
That's where I went out there for
It's
two
dope.
years, and I was in the carpentry program.
Mm.
and I learned a lot from doing that. And they do job placement if you get your
See, that's dope.
associate's degree, and it's free.
That's what we talking about.
That's what's up.
But go out there and be serious about learning, because like again, I went out there to play football.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, I was in the program, but I was really just thinking about playing football. But go out there being serious about learning that, learn because at the least fix your own stuff. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
you're gonna have to pay me a lot of money to do it.
But yeah, I was about to say, we're best had that in your toolkit and be multiverses
Cause ain't nothing
and
wrong with it.
everything. Yeah. Knowing a little bit about a lot goes a long way.
Growing up, I'm realizing having tools. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just having tools, like have a, it means a lot.
for sure, man.
And then too, if I'm being real, like crack messed a lot of stuff up because you can go ahead and get I ain't gonna put nobody's name out.
Come on,
Crackhead
man.
so and crackhead this, and they can
Right.
come do your stuff for a bump. You know what I mean? We had a few crackheads that could fix everything, two or three things. It was multifaceted at
Yeah,
fixing
but
this, that, and the third. See what I'm
you
saying?
might have it fixing your car. You hit your horn, and
Hey,
then your windshield wiper fluid starts running.
yeah, it
Yeah,
works.
Remember, I tackled one back in the day. I was like 17. All his tools went flying. Y'all know who it was? I tackled this shit out of
uh,
bag of tools.
allegedly. We're saying allegedly. So this
Allegedly.
podcast, allegedly.
But they still do have things, I believe. What Job Corps still exists, right? Job Corps.
Job course.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, the Job Corps. Like you can go down. It was one in what Pittsburgh and like Harrisburg and Lancaster area, I believe, too. Job Corps.
Yeah, but be serious about learning. Cause that one thing I learned about from having younger kids around me, you know, life ain't always about, oh, let me just show up and get a paycheck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to put the work in.
Show up and want to be good at whatever you're doing.
Yep.
Whatever it is, it don't matter. Show up and want to learn and be good at it, and be serious about it. Don't go get a job just to sit on your phone all day.
Yeah,
Pay attention to what you're doing, so you could, you know,
yeah.
build yourself.
That's right. You young kids are the reason why a lot of these jobs have stiffer phone policies. Put the phone down. Can't. Do you have a phone policy?
Nah, I will once I grow a
Once you
little
get to
bit. You
12
know what I'm
employees,
saying?
yes, sir.
I had a phone call. I had my nephew was working for me. He went and got another job, but I was like, man, let me see your screen time. We was at work for we was at work for 6 hours. I checked the screen time 5.5.
No.
How?
Technology, the
Yeah.
gift and the curse, killed him
How?
because he didn't know you was going to ask to check that
The
screen
screen
time.
time,
That's
yeah.
how.
But yeah. But I will for sure. I mean, I'm not like, and one thing, I don't want to be that boss either. I don't even act like the boss. I'm
Mhm.
still working. I'm not gonna be like. Now, sometimes they will just show respect and like, can I do this? Can I take it? They will show me that respect, but I
Yeah.
don't act like I'm not walking around like I'm the boss. Nah. So I don't want to be like. I want you to feel comfortable at work. You got kids. Check on your kids.
They
I
should
ain't done.
work at your own pace.
You
Just
work,
don't
yeah,
abuse and
but
stuff.
understand we gotta get this done too.
Right,
You
right.
know what
In
I'm
a
saying?
timely manner for the client.
Right. But yeah,
Mm-mm.
check on your kids, check on your girl. I don't care. Don't be arguing on the phone while you at, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Don't be making TikToks and
yeah.
when showing you in the background like this, like
I mean, shit, nowadays, content, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
People want to
true
see
for your
this.
work, for your
Yeah,
work
yeah. So if you're going to make some content, that's one thing that I did want to look into, start making some more content,
content.
like some real videos, reels and stuff. I'm not tech savvy, so I don't know how
I
to put
see you
them
might want to
videos.
holler at that man right behind the camera over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, yeah, man. But family, we greatly appreciate you for coming on to today's episode, and uh, we greatly appreciate you for taking time out. Thank you for doing a continuous service, not only in our community, but to other communities, and being a reliable source, a dependable source to get a much needed service done. And
Yes,
once
sir.
again, hit up my brother Kev Brodie. Kevin, you want to drop your credentials and all your information because now is the time you guys want to hit him up. The weather's breaking. You're going to want to get some outside stuff done and inside stuff done to your house. So, Kevin, if you would like to drop your information once again for the people.
Yeah, so some of that income tax money with fam. Come on, bro.
Income tax. It's just Kevin Brodie Services on Facebook, Instagram, Google. My website is kevinbrodieservices.com. Phone number 330-556-3972. Uh, yeah. You go to my website, you could just fill out a little questionnaire. It'll come right to me, and I can already have a jump on, you know, with your project. Like I don't give prices without seeing the project. You know what I'm saying? So if you hit me up, how much does this cost? I don't know. I got to come out, measure, look at it, assess it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a process, but hit me up. We can get started.
That's right. Get the man lined up. Work him into the prom dress budget and everything. Like my man said, income tax money still coming in, floating around. Plan that into the budget of your income tax spending before it's all going to get your house looking right and tight. You know what I'm saying? Look out, an open house is cracking.
Yes, sir.
When you get your open house is cracking, first hit up Kev
Mm-hmm.
to get the house looking nice and spruced up. Then, as you start to assemble and get the itinerary together for the open house, hit up my brother DJ Rich Stacks for your music. You see how I did that?
Indeed, I appreciate
Two
you.
good service providers sitting right here next to me. Tap into both of them. These are your people. That's right. Power to the people. When you
You
see
see
me,
me,
you
you see
see
you.
you, literally.
Facts.
And I say that for a reason, just not the season, because that's real stuff. When you see me, you see you. That applies to all of us.
Yeah. Everybody that's our skin color, yeah, we gotta stop calling each other ops. We ain't ops. We're
Dig it.
not ops.
Mm-mm.
But fam, just want to tell you, thank you. Continued success. Thank you for coming through. And I know 5 years, you probably gonna have like 35 employees and a whole fleet of vehicles fixing places from here on the East Coast to the West Coast. We're gonna speak it into existence.
Let's get it.
Yes,
I'm chilling in. 35.
oh yeah. You'll have a fleet of employees working for
Yeah,
you nationally.
absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. And that will conclude tonight's episode of the Farrell Podcast, episode 7 of season 3. This is leader of the Ballhead Nation, the landlord, the mayor, Mont P, signing off. Peace, y'all.
One love, y'all.